Hey guys, Omni here. We got a new trailer for Black Adam that just dropped here today, so I want to check out that with you guys. I'm really hoping this film lands and does well. I've been a little lukewarm on the trailers here and there, especially that middle one that we got, but I'm really hoping that this turns out well. I know that everything Warner Brothers related right now is just kind of on shaky ground. I know a lot of us are really uncertain, so I'm really hoping for this to come out swinging and really give us a great refreshing taste in our mouths coming out of all this that's been going on. And I just hope it does well, man. We got big screen Dr. Fate coming, played by Pierce Brosnan. Come on, please don't mess that up. Because honestly, that's what I'm looking forward to the most. You know, all the cameos and all that stuff, that's stuff we don't have that's promised or anything like that. A lot of people's hopes for, you know, some particular caped heroes to pop in here for a little surprise. I'm not getting my hopes dashed or too high going into this movie, but I will say you've promised me a Dr. Fate. I hope they don't mess up Dr. Fate. That's all I'm gotta say, man. But let's go ahead and check out this trailer and see where we land. Here we go.
My son sacrificed his life to save me. These powers are not a gift, but a curse. Born out of rage.
Oh, magic is weak. Oh, Jesus.
This loose cannon needs to be locked down before innocent people start getting hurt.
He's been asleep for 5,000 years.
You find us a cell that can hold him, we'll take care of the rest.
Who's on the team?
Yo.
I didn't bring a
Okay.
passport.
We don't need passports. We're the Justice Society.
Dude, okay. So Amanda calls the Justice Society. That's interesting.
We're here to negotiate your peaceful surrender.
Heard about at least 3 killings this afternoon.
I'm not peaceful,
Yo.
nor do I surrender. Here we go. I kneel before no one.
Dude.
You didn't come here to seek justice. You came to exact revenge.
I never said I was a hero. You believe you are not worthy, but fate does not make mistakes. You have two paths.
Yo. What was that?
You can be the destroyer of this world. Or you can be its savior.
I want to go back and see who the hell that was. That looked like a demon. Or something. That was a much better trailer than the last one we got. So yeah, interesting. So, you know, it never was explicitly said, but I was kind of under the impression that the JSA stuff wouldn't be present day. Now, that could be a younger Amanda Waller. I couldn't really tell. I mean, it looks just, I mean, she looks pretty much the same every time we've seen her. But the fact that the JSA is active currently, if that is the case, in the present day, because I know this is going to span a couple different periods, but like the primary one where he wakes up in the moment, the time that it takes place, I was kind of assuming that it may have been pre-Justice League and all this stuff, because that's usually how the Justice Society has always kind of been for the most part. Not always, but most times they've been a little bit like older than the Justice League themselves, but for them to just kind of be active and on her speed dial, it makes me just like, well, I would have liked to have seen like maybe like the one where they were established or something like that. Maybe like a JSA-centric film. And maybe, should this do well, maybe we'll get that. But Pierce Brosnan, man, is great casting for Dr. Fate, man. And I'm curious about the version of Fate that they're going with, too, because he seems to be able to come and, like, take the helm off willy-nilly as he pleases. So I'm curious to see how this whole thing parses out. Also, Hawkman looks badass. Actually, they all look badass. The effect for Cyclone was also really cool looking, like her coming down into the battlefield and all that. But yeah, I don't know exactly who the villain is, because I'd be kind of surprised if it was Black Adam versus the JSA, and that's the movie. So I feel like there's going to be like a third party, enemy of my enemy sort of thing, to where he can not necessarily be the good guy, but still take out the competition kind of thing, or not lose the place he plans to conquer. So like, who is this? Because I want to get a better look at this horned figure that's being summoned out of the water here. Like, there's definitely, like, they got horns, they got red skin, they got, like, cinders coming off of them. Because we also know, you know, their powers, or at least, because I don't know, they could be completely disconnecting Black Adam from the Shazam lore a little bit more to kind of have them stand out, since they kept these two apart. But who is this? Because my initial yeah, dude, that's a straight up demon. He's got a pentagram cut into his chest. An upside down pentagram at that. Cut into his chest and illuminated. Because I was like, what is this? Because I was kind of thinking, I was like, it could be tied to, like, you know, the gods. It could be tied to something else. But this could, I don't know, man. My initial thought, and I could just be way off, because I can't get a good look at that face, and for all we know, this could just be a minion, but are we setting up, I might be jumping the gun, are we setting up Trigon? That would be crazy. If we get Trigon in the DCEU, that would be cool. That would be different. Otherwise, I'm not sure. I mean, this seems pretty straightforward with the red, the horns, the pentagram. It could be it could just be a generic demon by all counts, but, you know, can't get a good look at his face. It looks like he's just got a normal set of eyes, but, you know, it's not the best of shots, so who knows? But, okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. But guys, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think about this? Where do you think it's set? What do you think the primary antagonist is going to be? What do you think is going to happen? How do you feel about this in general? Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join us in our Discord. We can talk about it there as well. Links to that in all my social description box below. Follow me in each and every one of those. Before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherritt, Ryan Kerr, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yori, Corey Scott, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Melita, Robert Anguiano, and Raven McGann. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.